Hey chefs, it's episode 2, season 1, Idaho Warriors. This is Hours in Silence Away from Home. So, last episode I told you about September 15th. The disappearance, the funeral of yourself, the moment I couldn't fake it one more day. Today we talk about what came after. Not the recovery, not the redemption arc, and not the highlight reel. Just the silence and what it said to me. Chefs, when you've been in professional kitchens long enough, you forget what quiet sounds like. I'm not talking about noise, I'm talking about constant internal noise. The ticket machine in your head that never stops printing, the voice that says you're behind, you're not enough, you're one bad review away from losing everything. When I disappeared, away from home, away from the business, away from my phone, and for the first time in years, that machine went quiet. And I want to tell you, it was terrifying. Because in the silence, you hear yourself, the real you. Not the chef, not the owner, not the dad who's holding it together, just you. And if you've been running from that guy for years, meeting him again is not comfortable. But here's what that silence taught me. The noise I thought was stress wasn't stress. See, chefs, this is the part most chefs get wrong. I got it wrong for years. Stress is a busy Saturday night. Stress is a vendor no-show the morning of a 200-person event. Stress is pressure with a finish line. Stress is that employee that texted that they were quitting. You push through. You survive, you go home. Burnout has no finish line. Burnout is what happens when you run on stress for so long that your body and your mind just stop caring. You don't blow up, you hollow out. The passion comes first, then the patience, then the purpose. And eventually you're just a guy in a chef coat going through the motions, wondering why the thing you used to feel feels like a prison sentence. In the silence, hours away from home, I finally understood I wasn't stressed. I was burnt out completely. And there is a difference, and that difference changes everything about what your next step needs to be. I need to be straight with you about something, because there's a version of this story where I tell you I sat in the silence, had a breakthrough, and came home a new man. Well, that's not what happened. You see, clarity isn't a lightning bolt. It's more like a kitchen coming back into focus after the rush, slowly, item by item. First you see the mess, then you see what caused it, then, only then, you can start to see what needs to change. For me, the first thing that came into focus was I had been carrying too much alone. Many decisions. Much of the financial pressure of the business was on my shoulders. Every failure, every fear. I had never once put it down. You see, the silence didn't give me answers, it gave me permission. Permission to stop, permission to not know, permission to be a man who was broken and still worth rebuilding. So what does one step actually look like? Not step 10, not the comeback story. Step 1. For me, it was this. I named it out loud to myself for the first time. I'm burnt out. Not tired, not having a bad season. That might sound small. It is not small. Burnt out. Because you cannot sharpen a knife you refuse to pick up, and you cannot fix a problem you won't name. On October 9th of 2023, I walked back in. Not because the environment was better, and not because the chaos had settled. I walked into the exact same storm, the same pressures, the same dysfunction, the same environment that had helped tear me down in the first place. But I walked back in different because I finally named what was wrong. The second step was getting honest about how I actually felt, not just what I was doing. And that's where things got complicated, because underneath the burnout was something messier. Blame, frustration, things I hadn't forgiven, feelings I'd been too busy to sit with. And that's what episode 3 is about. But before you get there, you need to know where you actually stand right now. Here's your assessment and your assignment before the next episode. Sharpen your knife. Not literally, although honestly I do. I mean this, a sharp knife is a safe knife. A sharp chef is a self-aware chef. And self-awareness starts with an honest assessment of where you are now. I built the knife check assessment specifically for chef owners like you. It's not a quiz, it's a mirror. It shows you clearly and without judgment exactly where your blade has gone dull. Take it, be honest with it, come back to episode 3 ready to go deeper. You see, chefs, the silence gave me permission. October 9th gave me proof that I could re-enter. The assessment gives you direction. And in the next episode, we'll start to give you restoration. I'm Steve Murphy, this is Idaho Warriors, and timer's up. Back to work.